My name is False Start Rhapsody, and welcome back to Slay the Spire. For good this time. Alright, Ascension 15, let's go. Ironclad as well, so I believe Ironclad was my first to complete all of the levels of Ascension, so I wouldn't be too surprised should that happen yet again. Let's upgrade that bash. Okay, there's a... oh my god, there's a 3 elite path with 2 midline rests, both of them late, and an early shop. Sign me up. I'm going to this early shop. Yeah, I'll do that. I'm going to this early shop just because I'm looking for, like, a card to help me along. I don't really care too much about the possibility of picking up relics or anything there. I'm just looking for a card. Just something a little helpful. 7 and 6, lethal. Do I take the entrench and then start trying to build around it? It's a bit early to do that, especially if I'm going for elites. Whatever. I could get Feel No Pain and Havoc, but that tilts our deck so far from aggression, and we've got 3 spaces until we have to fight our first elite. I'll take the Feel No Pain regardless. And Havoc. The Feel No Pain I'm primarily taking because it makes the Sentinels just an absolute joke. Alright, I'm offering the entrench. Just getting the full heal out of that. The deck was just far too heavy in a non-aggressive direction, and it was going to kill me. Because I've got 2 elites before I even have my first rest. Okay, regen potion, battle trance. Alright, Feel No Pain is obviously ridiculous here. Hey, got it in play already as well. Nice. I can take no damage here if I want. Sure. Then next turn, I can also take absolutely no damage. And now with all of the dazeds in our discard pile, yeah, we should be totally fine. Oh, hell yeah. Very glad that these are the first elite, or rather, this is the first elite I got, because it means this can't be Sentinels, but then this can. Alright. I should Havoc here, right? Because I can't kill the frontliners, so I need to exhaust as many things as I possibly can. Okay, so we will be taking damage here. I shouldn't use the regen potion because we heal naturally at the end of a turn already. At the end of the fight, rather, for 6. So this regen potion would be mostly wasted used in this scenario. Alright. Havoc does get Bash out of the deck. Do I like that? I think so. Bash is a little too expensive to play when it doesn't give you the vulnerability effect. Alright, I've started to burn a lot of my aggression out of the deck. I now have 4 strikes available in the entire deck. That's a little bit concerning. That is a little bit upsetting. I'd rather think about a wedding, frankly. So we've got another strike, so we've got the kill on the backliner coming up. Unfortunately, this whole rest of the deck has exactly 1 strike in it. Rough. Okay. We've only got 1 more space before we get our next elite, and that is going to be we're just gonna be bleeding HP, frankly. Singing Bowl. When adding cards to your deck, you may raise your max HP by 2 instead. Take a Shrug It Off. Should, yeah. That's gonna make our time against the Gremlin Knob just so much harder. Yeah, there it is. It had to happen. Okay, after the Gremlin Knob hits me for the first time here, I'm gonna start using my regen potion, because that is actually gonna be relevant. We'll be in this fight for long enough that I don't think I can play those defense. My god. I'll play the Shrug It Off. Extra strike. Uh-huh. Well, we get to kill next turn at least. Most likely. There we go. Goodbye, Gremlin Knob! Hello, Calipers! At the start of your turn, lose 15 block rather than all of it. If only I'd kept that in Trench. Ooh, okay, we have a problem. This deck can't currently beat the Lagavulin. Alright, we have time. We have time. Centennial Puzzle, the first time you lose HP each combat, draw 3 cards. I actually do quite like that. Upgrade a card. Let's get Havoc upgraded. Getting that extra energy is ridiculous. Getting the extra draw from Battle Trance is also slightly ridiculous. Alright, so I get all of my extra draw here on the first turn. Guess I'll strike, then Battle Trance. Ooh! To cheat out the bash there, lovely. Dex Potion could be useful, sure. I just don't take Clash when we're in higher Ascension. Just because of the Ascender's Bane, like, you might not be able to play it on your first shuffle through, and then on your second shuffle through, the enemy's deck trashing effects have already taken place, so then you're just completely out of it. I think I go for the max HP again. And I also think I need to start upgrading the strikes, just because they're the only damage I really have in the deck at the moment. Okay. So I can burn out a strike here. Yeah, do it. I don't want to burn out too many of my strikes, but... God, second strike burn. But I'm fine with a couple of them. Okay. This probably gets a defend. Neat. Throw in as much damage as I possibly can this turn. And then this turn as well. Think you've given me the bash as well. Ooh. Okay, I'm going to Battle Trance to generate a new deck. Now I know that there's a defend in there. I can burn that with a Havoc. Sure. I can't kill this turn, right? 13, 7, 7's 21, 13, 7's 20. Yeah, I can't kill this turn. It's okay. I'll just set up for the kill next turn. So we actually do manage to get through the Lagavulin here. Molten Egg, whenever you get an attack card to your deck, upgrade it. That makes picking up attack cards so much easier here. We'll also take a True Grit and then probably upgrade that in the next space. We don't have... like, damage at all in this deck right now, which is obviously a huge problem. I just shrug it off. So I should probably start burning defends here, so that I can balance the deck more towards aggression. That'll do. Alright. And I can also just burn out those burns. Luck permitting. Thankfully, we keep this vulnerability with basically 100% uptime here. That's all just thanks to the upgrade on that bash at the very start of the game as well. Yeah, I don't want to burn either of those. Do I want to let the burn hit me in this situation? Draws me 3 additional cards at the start of the next turn. I don't want to let it happen, but I think I still have to. Hopefully the top card does not strike. Yeah, it was. Damn. I didn't want to take the 50-50 regardless, though. Alright. So now I actually take my first damage to the enemy. So now the deck is getting thin enough that I can actually play a card and then reliably replay that same card with the Havoc. So I'll True Grit out the burn, then I'll bash, then I'll Havoc. Nice, it got the True Grit again. I'm also going to use an Energy Potion this turn just to get some extra damage out. Because life is about to get really hard. Thankfully, we've been managing the burns that are already in our deck, but we've got the extra burns. Yeah, and we don't have any way to remove them anymore. Yeah, we're just dead. There's no way we were going to be able to live enough turns to kill at the very end there. So single copy of Entrench obviously would have been ridiculous for that deck. But I also don't know if I would have gotten through the elites had I taken the, or had I kept the copy of Entrench. I definitely would have died to the Gremlin Knob. Okay. Ooh. We've got 2 midline rests, 2 shops, 3 elites, or 3 elites, 1 rest? Well, I mean, that's an easy choice to be made there. Choose a record. I'm gonna get a feed. Donu and Deck a call. For some reason I was like 13 and 17. Of course 13 and 17, 3 and 17 makes 18. Of course it does. No need to question that. Alright. Ooh, this is early enough. We could go Perfected Strike, sure. Plus, we've got a lot of normal combats on this path as well. So that's more opportunities to pick up the card rewards to get the support for a Perfected Strike build. I always do like the idea of doing a Perfected Strike build in High Ascension. And now, I get to fully realize that dream. Bash, feed in the same hand, please. Thank you. No. True Grit is a little worse in this deck because there's fewer natural targets for it. Consider the fact that usually you use a True Grit to burn out the starter cards in your deck, so your blocks, your strikes, your defense and strikes rather. We don't use it on strikes. Let me just take a Metallicize here. Sure. But yeah, we won't be using it on strikes at all, so we're a bit more limited in our ability to play it effectively. Unfortunately, we are so far from our feed now. I couldn't kill that turn even if I wanted to, so I'm fine on waiting for the feed. Oh, you are kidding me. So I'm entangled this turn, so if I draw the feed this turn... Oh, thank heck. Not only did I not draw the feed, but I drew enough defense. Great. I wouldn't have been able to play the feed had I drawn it that turn. Okay. Good lord, we are not really getting the support for this build that we need. I'm going to take a Flame Barrier here, just a nice defensive option. Okay, Bash is not yet upgraded, so we definitely open with the Bash. Well, never mind. Bash didn't come early enough. We don't get to open with the Bash. So that would be playing the Bash, not waking the enemy up. Next turn you have one vulnerability and then you start from there. We don't really get to do that though. As long as I always play my Perfected Strike when it's available, I should be okay in this combat. Shame I had to choose between my Perfected Strike and Bash there. Yeah, this is a little bit of a rough fight for us. Hopefully I don't get Bash and Perfected Strike in the same hand here. Okay, we're fine. So now I want Perfected Strike and Feed if I can get it. Nope, that's okay. Duvudol, for each curse in your deck started combat with 1 strength. Great, we have 1 curse in our deck already. Taking none of those though. Definitely need an upgrade on the Bash and Perfected Strike and Feed. I think because we need the extra aggression right now because we haven't got the support for the Perfected Strike build yet. I think we're leaning in a certain direction there. Yeah, I'll go for the extra draw. The backliner. Fine with that. Bye, Mad Gremlin. Hello. Good lord. Just please give me some actual strikes game. A copy of Clothesline. Just a single copy. Strawberry. Upon pickup, raise your max HP by 7. Not really important. There's a Wild Strike. A Wild Strike and a medical kit. Oh. Yeah, right. Alright. We'll do it. So the medical kit is going to allow me to exhaust status cards, and the Wild Strike is going to put status cards into my deck. Yippee. There's a possibility that if I use this strike, I can kill with the Bash, the Feed next turn. Yep. Even if I didn't use that strike, it was fine. Penib, every 10th attack you play deals double damage, as well as this game. Well, at least there's no strikes here that I don't get to get. However, there is another elite, which is what I was actually aiming for. I definitely want, like, Metallicize in play before I start attacking the enemy. Also, it'd be nice to wake them up with a Clothesline if we can. Should have used a single strike there in order to increment the pen nib, by the way. Metallicize is now in play. Yeah, I think I just don't put the Clothesline now. No. We'll wait. Should have opened with the Clothesline, as it turns out. Let's throw those both out there. Oh god. Have to prioritize the Clothesline, unfortunately. Really wanted to be able to play that Bash, though. Okay, 2 attacks time, we get a double damage. Oh god, if I did that in the other order, I probably had lethal that turn. I'm so mad at myself. Kunai, every time you play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 1 dex, as well as... My gosh, game! We have found 1 strike this entire time. We had to buy it. Alright, let's get that Clothesline upgrade. Flame Barrier 1 turn earlier than I wanted, as well as, like, a lot of defense on that turn. Really would have appreciated a little less. Gotten the Feed out of the deck, so I don't need it. Don't suspect it's going to be incredibly relevant. As much as I want to go for the damage right now, my HP is the largest concern. That works fine. Alright, at least I get to burn all of these wounds out of the deck as well. Sorry, wounds and burns. 2 hits on me. Now, return the favor on you. Also getting an extra point of dex there. That's just enough to keep us alive, but not healthy. I think I need to start accelerating my damage, so I'm not even going to defend this turn. I cop 3 damage. Yeah. Look, so what? Block for 7 this turn, 7, 3, 2. Wow, I actually would have lived if I had have defended extra next turn. Last turn, rather. But I was suspecting that I was going to need to reach for the kills suddenly here. Or at the very least that I wouldn't be entirely screwed on defense. That's fair enough, though. Ah, should I have rested before going in there? I just wanted strikes. We got the perfected strike first, and then no support for that deck archetype after that point. So we just started picking up value cards. And that could have been enough to get us through that fight. It could have. But in this circumstance, it wasn't. For the moment, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time. And there will be a next time.